Hey my loves, I know it's been such a long time since I've brought a video to you guys, but I have just been catching up on life. I've been so busy. But I wanted to bring you a tutorial with some oldie but goodies that I used to use back in the days when I first started doing my makeup. And these were my go-to holy grail eyeshadows. Like, I used to use this brand, nothing but this brand, for everything. So today I just used the eyeshadows from this brand, which is M.I.A, and I'm pretty sure you guys are very familiar with M.I.A because it is a popular brand and it is a very inexpensive brand that you can pretty much get from anyone who is selling M.I.A or anyone who has a M.I.A website. So these are the 3 shadows that I used today to create this eye look. It was definitely fun to create this eye look because I haven't used these shadows in quite some time, in about years, like years. I want to say at least maybe 7 years I haven't used these shadows, but I still have them. So I was like, I'm gonna do a tutorial using these eyeshadows because they are of a good quality. And pretty much with any eyeshadow look, you just need a great base to have so that your eyeshadows can adhere to and last all day. So today in this tutorial I am going to be using Cove, which is a black eyeshadow. It's the black eyeshadow. I'm going to be using Silky Caramel, which is a nude eyeshadow, and this is what's on my lid. And then I'm going to be using Almond, which used to be my go-to eyeshadow for my transition. So that's what I use for my transition, Almond. And I also went ahead and took two MAC eyeshadows. I used Embark, and I also used Swiss Chocolate. And these 2 I just basically used in my crease, and I will definitely explain to you when I use those 2 shadows. I use those in my crease mostly. On the outer portion, on the outer V, I use the Carbon or Coal. So yeah, Coal or Carbon, that's the name of it. I use that here on the outer V. And for my lashes, I am wearing the Miracle eyelashes. I do not know which ones these are because they don't have the name on the box, which is unfortunate because I thought it would still have the name on the box so that I can remember which ones I'm wearing, but it doesn't have the name on the box, so I can't tell you which ones these are. But I will link it down below so that you guys can check them out and purchase you some if you want. But yeah, the lashes are the Miracle lashes, and these lashes are balm.com. They are super comfortable. They are definitely a more dramatic look, but still not crazy like these lashes are. Balm. These are my first expensive pair of lashes that I've ever bought in my life. So I am definitely satisfied. I want more, so that lets you know that I'm satisfied with them. I definitely want to purchase some more high-end eyelashes because they do last you a long time. And yeah, when they get wet, they don't go crazy. They kind of like form right back into their normal form. You don't have to do too much to get them back to their natural form. So I love that about these lashes. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial because I definitely had so much fun creating it, and I am so sorry for having you guys wait so long for another tutorial. And I did have a Ipsy bag for October, but I don't even know what those products are at the moment because I have been putting off that tutorial for so long. But I will be doing a November Ipsy bag tutorial, which should be coming pretty soon. So stay tuned for that because that's going to be next. I love you guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next one real soon. Hello everyone. I've missed you so much. It feels so good to be back, but let's get started with these brows. For my brows, I am changing it up a bit, and I'm using a Ruby K Kisses eyeliner pencil or lip pencil, whatever it is, one of the two. And I'm just using that to go ahead and fill in my brows. You guys know I usually use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade, but I am trying to give that a rest and go for a more lighter, natural looking brow. Excuse the beeping in the background, that is my fire alarm. It needs a new battery. So if you hear it, that's what it is. But I'm just going to go ahead and continue on filling in those brows. I'm going to fast forward a bit for the second part. Now I'm going to go in with my Nyx Concealer, and this is in the shade Nutmeg. I'm just going to be using a Shiny Cosmetics concealer brush to sketch out those brows. You guys know how I do this. I like to put my concealer at the bottom, as well as the top. If this is not your personal preference, then you definitely don't have to do it. It is always up to you. If you don't know how to blend out your top brow well, then use your same tone of foundation for that step. You do not have to use a lighter concealer at the top of your brows. You can definitely just go for your foundation shade at the top of your brow so that it can be more natural looking for you, since you don't know how to fade it out properly. I don't want you to have that highlight at the top of your brows because I don't want you walking around like that, okay? So now that we've gone ahead and shaped those brows, I'm going to go ahead and brush them out a little bit, put in a little shaping form so that they can look all in one shape. I'm just using that concealer brush with no additional product on it, just to clean up that edge line. To blend it out, I just use an It Cosmetics blending brush. Now I'm going to take this N.Y.C Smooth Skin Translucent Powder, and I am going to place this on my brows, because using this pencil, I noticed that my brows become extremely oily. So that lets me know that that pencil is extremely oily. So I like to set my brows with that translucent powder, because it does not change the shade of my brows, which I appreciate and I like. So I use that powder to set my brows with the same exact blending brush that I use to blend out the concealer. Moving on to these eyes, I'm using this Urban Decay Primer Potion in the shade Eden, and you guys know that is my favorite primer for my eyelids. Love that primer, can't live without it. Moving into my first shade for my Mary Kay is, this shade is called Almond. This used to be my go-to shade for my transition color when I first started out doing my makeup. I used to love using this shade with every makeup look. So that's why I went ahead and gravitated towards this one today, because it's just definitely one of my favorites, old-time favorites. And I thought I'd just bring it back for you guys. Moving on, I'm going to take some M.I.A, brown script, I believe, and I'm going to be placing that directly into my crease, just to give my crease some depth and definition. And I am using a Morphe pointed brush. I don't know which number brush it is, but I will definitely leave that in the information bar below. So make sure you check it out. Now I'm going to be going in with the shade Silky Caramel, and I love this shade because this is the perfect eyelid shade for a very natural eye. But if you want to make this natural eye super dramatic, this shade right here is so perfect for all skin tones, because it's a nice light caramel beige shade that kind of gives you that sexy kind of feel when you're putting it on your eyes. So it's great for a smoky eye look. And to apply this color, I'm using a Sigma eyeshadow brush. Now I'm moving into my outer V, and I'm going to be using charcoal, also by Kay, and I'm just using I think this is my MAC 225 brush if I'm not mistaken. If it's not my MAC brush, it's definitely a Sigma brush. One of the two. And I'm just taking that and lightly applying that black because I don't want it to be too dramatic, because it is still daytime and I just really kind of want this to look like a natural, kind of subtle, dramatic eye for the daytime. If I want to go full on dramatic, I can definitely just deepen that outer V later on in the day and I'm good to go. So I'm just applying that really light, not too heavy handed, really light. And I'm only focusing this black color on the outer portion of my eye, and I'm taking it a little bit into the crease, but not too far. And I want to apologize for the color of this video going in and out, but I haven't been recording and editing in such a long time that I totally forgot what kind of resolution my camera needed to film in. So next video is going to be up to par, I promise. Now I'm just going to be taking Silky Caramel once again and just reapplying it to my lid, because I felt like I lost a little bit of it when I was putting on the charcoal color and also placing my crease color. So I felt like I lost a little bit of that color. So I'm just replacing it onto the lid very lightly, not too much. Now I'm going to be using this sample shade that I received from Costal Scents years and years ago, and I never really use it and I do not know the name of it, but it's a nice green golden tone, really pretty for your tear ducts, just to bring your makeup look out. I think it's a beautiful shade, so I decided to use it for this look today. Moving on to liner, I'm using an old favorite, and this is the e.l.f. eyeliner, the e.l.f. gel liner. Like, this is definitely an oldie but goodie video. Like, that should be the name of this video, oldies but goodies, and I'm definitely gonna name it that. This is an oldie but goodie. Like, this eyeliner definitely surprised me when I started using it again, because I haven't used it in so long that I forgot the greatness of it. Like, this gel liner is amazing and the price of it is amazing as well. So I'm definitely going to be re-upping on this e.l.f. gel liner. I hope the consistency of it hasn't changed, because I've had this same one for quite some time and I just stopped using it because other things were coming up that I wanted to try, and I just said screw e.l.f. liner and on to Inglots and Maybelline and everything else. So I'm definitely gonna go back to the e.l.f. liner for sure. For sure. If you guys don't have it, go and get it. Moving on to mascara, I'm going to be using this mascara that I received in one of my Ipsy bags. I can't remember the name of this mascara, but it's just an old mascara. For my lashes, I'm going to be using some Miracle Lashes. Now, I do not know the name of this lash because the name of the lash isn't on the box, so I don't remember what I ordered. And I'm also going to be using her lash glue as well. I will definitely leave that link down below so that you guys can check it out and possibly order you some as well. Now, while my lashes are drying, I'm going ahead and I am priming my face, and I'm using the Nievia Men's Aftershave Balm to prime my face. You guys probably have heard so much about it, and it's definitely everything that you've heard. It's an awesome product for your foundations to stick to. I love it. Love it. Now I'm just applying my lashes with some tweezers, and here they are. Aren't they gorgeous? I love these lashes. Definitely a great investment. definitely a great investment. Moving on to blotting or mattifying my face, I should say, using the Becca Ever Matte Poreless Primer, and I'm just placing this in my T-zone area and underneath my eyes. Those are the most oily places of my eyes. Now, of my face, I mean. Now I'm moving on to foundation, and this is the Black Radiance Foundation, and I am in the shade Cocoa Bean. This foundation right here, beautiful, beautiful foundation. Very inexpensive. Love this foundation. Beautiful. For my concealer, I'm definitely going to be using the LA Pro Concealer in the shade Espresso. This has become my go-to. I have about 5 Espresso LA Pro Girl concealers at the moment. Definitely my favorite concealer to use for under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, a little bit on my forehead, my cupid's bow, a bit on my chin, and sometimes when I want to reverse contour. To blend out this concealer, I am using a Sigma tapered highlighting brush to blend out my concealer. Now, to blend out the highlight on my nose, I'm just going to be using a wedge sponge, simple wedge sponge, because I don't want that line to become any wider. I want it to stay nice and slim so that my nose can appear slim. Don't we all want slim noses? Like, we all do. Now I'm just taking that same exact brush that I used my foundation on, and I'm just blending out any harsh lines or any spots that I feel like are too light. And I'm just using that brush with any excess foundation on it. Now to set my highlights, I am using the Black Opal Translucent Oil Blocking Powder. For this stuff, this is my favorite oil blocking powder. This is my favorite translucent powder. I love this stuff. It's like a drug for me. I have to have it. Now, for the dramatics of the contouring, I'm going to be using my Fashion Fair Teak Contour Foundation. I love this stuff. I don't use it often. I only use it when I want to be dramatic. As you can see, watch this face coming up. Dramatic! Yes, I am! I am so dramatic when it comes to this contour. You guys don't understand. It's like, that's that yes coming out of me. Watch, it's coming out again. Yes! Now I'm just taking the same brush and I'm just going to contour my nose. No excess product on the brush. I'm not going to add anything else. I'm just going to use exactly what's left on the brush to contour my nose. Because if I would have added more, it would have been a little bit too dark for my nose contour. So I just use whatever's left on the brush. And I'm just lightly placing that brush around my nose. I'm not pressing too hard because I don't want it to be too dark. And I'm also placing that on my cupid's bow so that it can appear a little bit more deeper and denser right above my lips. I'm just using a Shiny Cosmetics blending brush or buffing brush just to buff off that excess powder that's left on my face from my powder that I used. Now I'm going to be taking my CoverGirl bronzer and using that to bronze. Yes, I'm super sad because it fell and it broke, and I didn't even think it broke, but then when I picked it up I was like, no, I love this stuff, and I can't even find it anywhere else. Like, I can't. It's not in Walmart, Walgreens. I must need to go to CVS. I don't know. But now I'm going to be using a Malni baked blush, and I think this one is Coral Cove. Yeah, that one is Coral Cove. I'm just using that as my blush. Definitely a beautiful, beautiful blush. Now for my highlight, I am actually using a N.Y.C shadow. I don't know what tone it is, but this has definitely been my highlight for quite some time. Ever since I purchased this little thing, I have been using it for a highlight because I love it as a highlight because it gives me that deepness that my skin needs. Like, my skin doesn't need that light highlight. I need a bronzy highlight, and this shadow does that for me. Definitely does it. Now that I thought I was finished, I'm going to be using my MAC lip liner and night moth to line my lips. And for my lip gloss, I'm going to be using my N.Y.X matte lip gloss or lipstick in the shade Transylvania, which is definitely one of my fave lip colors because it's so dark and deep and vampy. Love this lip color. I love it. Love this lip color. It's like, I love it. I just love it. I do. The moment that I thought I was done with everything, I realized that I'm not even finished. I am not even finished. I have to do my under eyes. Like, you can't go nowhere without fixing them under eye, okay? So I'm going to be taking, I believe this is Sketch, underneath my eyes. I'm going to be smoking that bad boy out, and I'm also going to add some Embark, which I'm not going to show everything here because I just didn't have time. So I'm going to be using Embark and Sketch, and I'm also going to just use a normal regular black eyeliner and some mascara for that to smoke out that bottom lash line. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial because I loved filming this tutorial for you guys. I've definitely missed you so much, and I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Mwah. Bye.